Greetings, Bull fans. We are coming to you live from Griff's Billiards here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's day 2 of the WPA Players Championship, and it's all brought to you by the Whirlpool Billiard Association and produced and shown on pay-per-view exclusively by CueSports International. Now, our next match here is a round of 32 match. The winner moves on to the round of 16. The loser is out. It's a race to 7. Alternate break, and you must win by 2. Now, let's meet the players. Firstly, from the USA, let's greet Skyler Woodward. And his opponent is the 2017 World 9-Ball Champion from the Philippines, Carlo Biado. Gentlemen, let's lag.
Thank you, Ted. This is the 4 p.m. match. What a matchup. We've got Skyler Woodward on the left and Carlo Biado on the right. Skyler wins the lag. It will be a race to 7. I'm Carl Boys, former player, now pundit. And I'm delighted to be joined by my co-commentator all the way from Wellington, New Zealand, Mr. Jason Kane.
Good day. So this match, we got Carlo Biado. He's a Fargo 8-10, 8-1-0 versus Skyler Woodward, a 7-8-8. Excellent match. Looking forward to this.
Yes, Skyler. Having a good run of events, it has to be said. Good Mosconi Cup. Did well at the Derby City. Really stamping his authority as one of the better players in the game now. No shot on the 1 ball. There is an option of a real kind of easy safe here to get him locked up behind that green 6, using the side rail just to bounce in behind it. Now you'd expect not the most difficult of hits off 2 rails for Carlo, but reaching it and getting it safe will be the problem.
You see the blue 2 ball hanging over the hole. So if they leave this 1 ball on, it could be curtains with a purple 4 next to that 2. It's going to be an easy out, whoever sells out on the 1. Oh, it's a bad miss.
Unexpected miss there, it has to be said. It was quite a big 1 ball, maybe because cue ball was close to the rail. He's obviously just not judged it correct, and so the safety from Skyler gives him first chance here.
I don't see too many problems, Carl.
No, not at all really. Just kind of connect the dots. Obviously it's the first rack, so you can never be too sure. Obviously he's played on many pool tables and many cloths and whatnot, but it's always nice to get that first rack under your belt in any match.
Yeah, they're talking about the cloth. They're playing on that nice Andy 988 cloth here. Like that. Diamond tables. Cyclop Hyperion balls and a master billiard chalk they're using. Was that a little speedy? No, he's okay. I think Carl mentioned earlier, Skyler was on the 2018 Mosconi Cup winning USA team. He might have been the MVP, I think, as well.
He was the MVP. That's how he got himself into the World Pool Masters a couple of weeks ago out in Gibraltar. And he had a good run there too, eventually losing in the semi-finals. Like Skyler's game, hits the ball very firm, positive. Sometimes see, positive. I was just about to say sometimes a little bit too hard, but I didn't say it. I wish I did. No, no. He should still be all right here, of course. It's not ideal where he wanted, but bear down on this one. Cue ball, travelling again. Doesn't want this on the rail, and it's going to be on the rail, so this needs a bit of care. And he's made it. Good shot.
1-0 Woodward. He's playing against an excellent player from the Philippines, Carlo Biado. Carlo was a former golf caddy, and then he started hitting some balls in a local pool hall and went full out on the pool.
Is that a true story?
It was on Wikipedia, so I'm going with it.
It's just, I know you like your little stories.
Oh,
So
you
I didn't know if this was.
no,
like,
this was actually legit. I've got some.
I didn't know if
not
this
so
was
legit
one of your
No, this is
one of
legit.
your jokes or not.
I know I like this. Is a legit one.
Right. A former golf caddy.
Yeah. And I think Ted Lerner said he was a 2017 WPA World 9-ball champion.
It was, but I want to touch on something else because obviously difficult to win the World 9-ball championships. The year after, he lost in the final.
Yeah.
So
To Joshua Filler.
yeah, that's pretty sporty.
Wow. A controlled cut break. Did he make the 1 and the 2?
So what looked like was going to be dry and illegal has turned out not to be. But he's no shot on the 3. Carlo electing to try and play a cut break. A couple of options on the break usually. Hit them firm, try and park the cue ball. Or some players like to play a cut break using the side rail to get back out into the middle.
He's playing a safety here off the edge, sending the cue ball back up table, I think.
Executed nicely. Always very difficult, that type of shot. Skyler, very good safety player, good knowledge, so I would expect the safety side of this match to be top draw.
And on that last shot, Carlo didn't send it all the way up table because the 3-ball would have popped out. He had to hit it that slow to keep the 3-ball hidden behind a purple 4.
You're learning, aren't you, pal? You're learning.
Oh, yeah. Learning from the best next to me here.
Often you see players come round looking at what part of object ball they're hitting off the kick shot they want to hit. Just trying to visualise. And this is beautiful. Played to perfection. Hit the correct part of the 3 to kick the cue ball over towards that 9. And both players not letting us down in the safety department yet. As I said, both players top draw in the defence.
In the last game, Carl, we saw Biado miss what we thought was quite a simple kick shot for him on the 1-ball. He missed it. This is a much harder one. You would say if he misses this one, he's going to go down 2-0.
Yeah, this is not easy at all because that turquoise 7-ball, no, it's not actually in his way thinking about it. At first I thought it was in his way, but I think he can get there. And then you see he's just lucky, he's just trying to. Now you've seen both players do this now. You've seen Skyler walk round and have a look, so he's coming over just to try and judge where he wants to hit the top rail. And it is a big target, the 3-ball, because of where it was sat. And the result's not bad. Whenever you don't leave a pot, I think you've got to be happy. Safety shot here looks fairly easy. Is there a 2-way bank as well? I think there is, you know. I think you can play the bank up into the top right, slide the cue ball off bottom rail, so he would be on the 4, and he's got the 5 orange ball and the green 6 as blockers. Obviously, it's personal preference, though. He's played
Good
that
call.
shot. Yep. Just felt like he had a lot of wall of balls to get behind, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Going for the jump cue, I think.
There you see if he'd have made the bank, cue ball would have been in the correct area for the 4. Not too sure what Carlo Biado's like going airborne. Filipino players, probably, well, maybe not probably, I think they are the best kickers out there. You know, their vision and the understanding of the rails. But obviously in this instance, there's no kick shot on. So he's trying to make this ball. This might be the first time I've ever seen Carlo play a jump shot.
He hit it. Where's he going to leave it?
He's going to go safe. He's going to go safe.
He'll take that.
Yeah, that is a nice leave he's had there. He's in a spot of bother himself here.
I think he's going for the jump cue now. Yeah, he is.
Very difficult to call what kind of shot he's going to play here with a jump shot. I mean, there's no kind of obvious shot. Is he playing a jump bank into the bottom right-hand corner? Or is he going to try and get cue ball over towards the turquoise? Or is he firing into the 9? I don't know what he's tried. It was just so hard to vision a shot, really.
Just gave it a good old whack.
Yeah, at least he made contact.
Made sure he hit it.
You know, and sometimes that's all you can do. Missed a great match at the 2 o'clock round there, Jason. Mika Immonen versus Johan Chua.
Yeah. No, I was out there in the audience watching.
Did you sweat it? It was amazing.
Yeah. Eminem was on up 6-2. He was up 6-5 with the illegal break, leaving the 1 ball over the hole. I saw that.
Yep. So Carlo, he's playing the pot into the top corner to nudge the 4 out.
Nice shot there.
Oh, he's hit this beautiful.
I mean, this match on paper was a coin flip. When I was looking at the chart, I couldn't pick a winner.
I kind of said to Ben, you would err on the side of Biado. That's not to say Woodward can't win. Of course he can. It's a race to 7. But I'm sure the bookies would have Biado slight favourite.
Oh, definitely a little bit.
Along with most Filipinos when they're playing. So Carlo, quite an unusual cueist, holds the cue quite far up and doesn't really move the cue. A lot of people you see moving cue back and forth. He sort of just pivots, and you'll get a good look of it here, look. So just pivots the cue tip, pulls it back and shoots, really.
He's basically made the ball when he's bent down. It's already in. He just stands in a correct position, and then everything else is automatic. Making the balls with his feet, almost.
So it's 1-1.
Still on serve. Carl, you played these guys over the years? In big tournaments?
Have I played Biado? I would think I have, but off the top of my head I can't think. I've played Skyler. I actually played him in this pool room at the US Open 10 ball. He got me in that match. That was the first time he beat me. We've played 3 times. I'm not going to count doubles at Moscone because, you know, it is what it is. But we played singles at the Moscone. I played Skyler, managed to win that, and I played him at the US Open in the second or third round, and I beat him there. But he got me in Griff's, and he's made a ball.
Made 2 balls, so it's legal. Only one ball went over and came across, but he made 2, so that's all good then. It's illegal.
But I remember when I played, I thought he never really let me see a lot. You know, every time, in this instance now, where 2 ball, you can't pocket it, I just remember I was always in a world of trouble coming to the table.
He's ducking again.
A bit like that.
Yeah. He's left Biado in a jam here.
Yeah, I think the only shot he can do is a little jump shot. And I'm not sure where he's going to jump this to. Maybe he'll try a bank shot into the top left, because what do you do here? You can't kick the 2 ball, can you?
It's frozen maybe as well. We can't tell. I think Skyler said something.
One thing's for certain. If he doesn't make this bank shot up into the top left, he will need a bit of... He might be trying to draw the cue ball down in behind the hay. How's it finished? There you see. Has to be said, it's another roll of the ball for Biado. That's what helped him in the last rack. 2 ball is close to the pocket. I'm not so sure if he can swerve round. Kicking is quite a big ball, but still needs to be hit right.
You might hang this ball if you kick.
Yeah, kicking from the right-hand side rail, you would have to hit the 2 ball super thin. Going off the left rail, you would expect him to hit the 2, but it's not over the pocket, is it? So
Can you massage this one? No, he's doing this one.
you need to hit this ball thin. And he has done. He's hit it perfect. Good shot. Real nice shot, that. And it's come round nice, it has to be said. So, beautiful shot from Skyler. Skyler doesn't like to just pop these at pocket pace. He likes to slam these in. Like that.
That was more pocket pace, wasn't it? I don't think he slammed that in.
Not sure what table you're looking at, pal. Oh, we're having some fun here in Las Vegas. Griff's billiard room. Get yourself down here. You can even have a game. There's plenty of bar tables available.
Open 24 hours during this tournament.
Ladies play free as well.
I think it's only from 2 a.m. till 10 a.m. or something. Some of the ladies of the night floating around. Pop in here. Looking good here to go up 2-1. Skyler Woodward. Just locking Biado down with the safeties. And then when he gets his chances, he's getting out.
So this 9 ball, and it will be 2-1. Good kick shot from Skyler on the 2 to give him this chance, and he's took it.
Sitting here with Carl Boyers, 2010 WPA World 8-Ball champion. Was that maybe your best win? That in a World Cup, couple pool doubles? Or the Moscone Cups? What do you...
Good question. I think, yeah, I would say it's probably my biggest win, because it was like the first big major I won. But another tournament I won where nobody ever sort of mentions it and I don't, but when I look back I think, yeah, that was a big win. Obviously in America they play the Bigfoot events, don't they, on the 10-foot tables,
Yeah.
and the 16-player invites, and it's usually a 16 of, you know, they're all top players. There's no duck eggs like yourself in this case. And I managed to win one of them, and I beat Shane in the final. So when I look back, I think, well, yeah, not many people come to America and beat SVB in a final, do they? So that always sits quite nice.
Did you say that was a 10-foot table?
Yeah, the 10-foot table.
10-foot table.
Probably my favourite table as well, the 10-foot table.
Yeah. So he came up empty there, Biado. He's not going with a power like a DeLuna. He's not smashing. I mean, he's just going cut like a cut kind of thing, controlling the cue ball more than making a ball, which is not going to win you a game.
Yeah.
Oh, a miss from Skyler. Or is it? Yep.
Always tricky pots, them, aren't they? They're always tricky pots. Play anytime you've got a blind pocket shot. That's where you can't see the pocket in your eye line. You know, they always you can definitely miss them. First glance, don't think you can chop this one ball in. Also, not sure if he's got a bank shot on into the opposite middle, so he might have to play safe, but we shall see. Yep, safety it was.
Oh, 9-ball. Oh.
It was close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was tracking.
He's left a billiard for Carlo, though, to tie the game up. Carl, you got to fancy him to make this, yeah?
Well, it's definitely near the pocket, isn't it? But it's one of them where you've still got to hit it full. It's not like just hit the 9, it'll go in. Judged it well, played it soft and everything, and it's a great shot. This match is locked at 2-2. Talking about tournament wins and achievements, what's your biggest accomplishment in pool, Jason?
In pool? Oh. Well, not sure about pool, but in 1980, in a small village in England, I finished 3rd in a hopscotch competition. And I feel quite chuffed about that at the time anyway.
Would our American fans know what hopscotch is? Or?
No, the one person watching in England does. That's my mum. He parked the cue ball, it got kicked.
Yeah, Skyler's definitely hitting the balls better, and he's been rewarded with a shot at the 1 ball.
I'm doing a card. We've got the 5-7 ball I'm looking at for later. It's probably an off-angle combo, though.
Very thin, if it is. Good thing is the 4 ball is up table. Also the 3 ball, so he's just looking at the kind of shot he wants to play. Could use the 3 ball if he can get back out into a similar position to where he is now and bump off top rail and try and flick the 5. Is that an option?
Might not get on a 4, though.
Yeah, but if you hit it thin, it might come down, or you could play 3 ball in top left, hit 5 and 7 full, and be on the 4 in the side.
Yeah.
We shall see. Maybe we won't, because he's not on the 3.
That was a poor shot from the position he was in there. He's getting down quickly. Playing
Do
safe.
you?
Oh, look at this shot.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Very good on the safety side. Both players. It's not often they make a mistake of a safety shot.
He's very confident. He's very confident with his cue ball. Excellent safety play by Skyler this whole match so far.
Now he will still have a problem of the 5-7, but if he gets ball in hand, 4-ball might go off the 7. But this is all hindsight. We shall see after this kick shot attempt. You would think he'll hit this quite hard. Probably tried to make the 3. He'll be happy with the outcome there. It was a good hit.
Yeah. Not taking much time again. I think he's about to get down and hit it. And of course now he's going to take his time.
Not an easy safety shot though. I think he's going to play 3-ball up to centre of top of the table, and he'd love to get behind this 9. Or he just fires a bank in.
So confident.
What are we talking about, man? I thought the green 6 was in the way of that. Now, if he does have an angle, you may see him go into these balls off the side rail. 4-ball can also go in the pocket off one of them balls, but that's super difficult.
He didn't look to float down towards a chalk and just play the 5 in the other corner. Maybe that's not on. No, he looks like he's doing something else.
He's playing a thin combo, isn't he? Now, he won't really... Yeah, he was never going to be sure where the 5 went, was he? And in topping it through, it double kissed the 5. I do believe he'll... No, he can chop this in. It's funny because it looks like you can't cut it in, doesn't it?
Now you can definitely cut it in.
It's very thin, but...
He likes banking as well, but I think he's going for a cut. Gets you position on the 6. Down table on the side. The corner. Nice shot.
Yep, judged it well. You could see he was pointing on where he wanted the cue ball to hit, and it hit pretty much where he pointed at, so good shot. And he makes the 6th ball, and it's looking like 3-2, and it was a good run out because there was a problem there, wasn't there? Played a bank and a thin combo. 3-2 Woodward.
Skyler Woodward won the Derby City Classic 9-ball earlier this year, and he won the Master of the Table, the best all-around player in between the open, between the 1 pocket, the banks, and the 9-ball tournaments. So his game, he can play all games very well. We're playing on the Andy 988 cloth, on the diamond tables, Cyclop Hyperion balls, also a lovely Master Billiard chalk. This is a World Pool Billiard Association tournament produced by CSI.
So Jason, as we were saying in the last little break while the players rack the balls, do you still do hopscotch?
Well, if there's enough money involved, I'll hopscotch with the best of them. But no exhibitions.
I've heard our lovely producer, Vincent, he's pretty good at hopscotch.
He's too busy playing Magic the Gathering to do any hopscotch, from what I hear. We love Vincent. Great sense of humor.
Yep, he's a funny guy.
Now, Carl, Biado has not been successful at all. He's got to change it up here, you would say.
Yeah, you would think he's either got to take more time on the rack or, yeah, he's changed it up. You can't blame him for that, but he really He is struggling at racking these balls.
Wing ball just hung on him and he's pointing at it. Just parked the cue ball to say he did a great job there. But got to make a ball. Skyler's trying to figure out how to get on this 2-ball after this 1. 2 goes in a side. I think that's what he's going to play for. Beautiful. Oh, he's got to slow down. No, he's got a perfect angle now, I think.
Very good shot there.
Might have to play for the 3-8 though. I don't know if he can get all the way back over. Unless he plays it in the corner. 2 on the side, 3-8 maybe. Looking for the corner though, is he? Corner. Perfect. Wow, he's looking good, I tell you.
Yeah, he's a man that's full of confidence, it has to be said. Could sense it at the World Masters. Come unstuck in the semis, but it was one of them games where he was froze out and he couldn't really do much. And that was a neat little shot on the 2-ball. Had to play in the corner, of course, because of where the 3-ball was positioned. Skyler plays with a lot of cue from his bridge hand to the cue ball.
Skyler was known for winning numerous bar table tournaments, but now he's mainly playing on the 9-footers and winning everything.
That's short of pace though, so this is going to need a bit of attention. He'd have loved to have been a good foot higher. Foot is the correct terminology in America for
Yes,
our
it
American
is.
viewers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Foot.
Very thin cut shot. Very good at this type of shot though. Obviously he couldn't get cue ball above the middle pocket, so he took what the table gave him there. That's another good saying for amateurs. Just take what the table gives you. Don't force the issue. And this another good shot, and it's 4-2 Woodward. So Skyler Woodward fans out there, they'll have a smile on the face at the minute.
Wow, you can hear he's got a lot of support in here. He's broken the serve of Biado with his brakes aren't working for him, put it that way. We have a tournament coming up here in Vegas, the Predator World 10-Ball Championship. Is this an invitation-only tournament, I think? Yes, this is an invitation tournament, but you can also, there's a qualifier here on April 27th, $35 to get in. You can win your way into that major tournament. So you can still sign up, check out online. Made a ball.
Skyler's definitely got the breakdown better than Biado. He's getting more opportunities at the table after the break, albeit always seems to be a safety shot he's got to play.
Yeah, I don't think there's been any break and runs. It's just been a one-shot safety, miss, out.
But every time,
Yeah.
he's locking him up in jail, isn't he?
Yeah.
You would think it's a very easy one-rail kick, but the one-rail kick isn't the problem. It's getting it safe.
This is a race to 7, but you have to win by 2. If the match goes 9-9, then it's one game of sudden death. he's made it.
That is a brilliant shot.
So it'll come with one more here. This is a similar shot I think we saw earlier. Was it Appleton or someone had a shot like this? I think someone had a shot just like this and he missed it. Carl can't remember anything.
I think he was dreaming that one.
Yeah. Or maybe, I don't know, yesterday. I don't know, it was in my head somewhere. Let's see if he makes it.
It's a tough shot. And he's missed it by a long way.
Well, he's missed it in that pocket and in that pocket.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Appleton, I think.
Don't forget, folks, if you want to see the bracket and results coming in, you can go to www.ctsondemand.com as Skyler Woodward plays his first loose safety shot of this match.
Carl, we're going to be seeing most of these players next week at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino for the US Open 9-ball. Carl, are you playing in that tournament?
Nope.
What are you doing? Just a pundit?
Yes, I will be in the studio. I actually did enter the tournament about 10 months ago, but I withdrew my entry to focus on my media career and duties. I'm going to take over the punditry world.
That's a nice shot by Biado there.
But one day, you will see me back on the 9-foot table.
Oh, you heard it. He's not done for good then.
Breaking news, I will be returning, but we don't know when.
I think if they had another WPA speed pool tournament, you would come back to defend your title for sure. Will you guarantee that?
I guarantee I'll be back for that if there is one.
There you go. So someone make that happen. You heard it here. Get him out the booth, onto the table.
Back to the match. Biado, having missed the 2-ball, could have left it in an easier position for Skyler, has to be said. So he did catch a roll. Skyler played not one of his finest safety shots to let Biado this opportunity, and he's taking them so far. Carlo, nice guy, very friendly, always smiling, says hello a lot, and there you see the grip, quite unusual, flicks the cue back and forth. One of these players who's got real good touch of the cue ball, you know, just always hits it nice and never has to force it. You won't associate him with hitting the ball very hard, and I think when he does, maybe that's when
I thought he missed it for a second.
mistakes creep in, hence the 2-ball. He had to hit it quite firm, and he did miss it. As you said, the 9-ball wobbles. And it's Biado to break, but we've seen nothing convincing on the break. Did change his last break up to the hard break, so I think he should stick with that one.
Yeah, because the wing ball just hung on him. It was heading there. He parked the cue ball. I think he'll hit the same shot again. And hopefully that wing ball will go in this time. Taking a lot extra time this time, making sure the balls are tight for him. Carlo also finished in 2015 second in the World 10-ball Championship. So he's finished second in the 10-ball, second in 9-ball, and he's won the 9-ball. Here we go, he's satisfied with that. I say he's going to come up good this time.
You're edging your bets there, aren't you, pal?
Well, he hasn't so far, so I think he will. park this cue ball.
Noticed Biado wearing a wedding ring there. So.
Made a ball, 2 balls.
Well, this is very effective. 5 balls coming round. Is it going to ruin the party? It isn't. It's going to make the party even better. Nudges it. So it's even closer to the pocket. And look at this for a split. 1 to 2. Easy. 2 to 4. Easy. 4 to 5. Easy. 6 to 7. Possibly go wrong. And then 7 to 9. So in this rack you would think 6 to 7, 7 to 9 is the key areas, but he's not world 9-ball champion for nothing. You would think these are going to disappear in the tray.
Yeah, you definitely fancy him cleaning up here to tie the match.
As he thunders that ball. Playing on 9-foot diamond tables this week here at Griff's Billiards, using the Andy 988 green cloth, super fast cloth, using Cyclop Hyperion balls as well. Predator Cues, cue sponsor for this event. I do believe Carlo is a Predator player. This is key shot now.
Yeah, How Tips as well, they're here. Another sponsor. Something Carl threw down his headset there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's gone too far.
It was always key shot, wasn't it? You wouldn't have thought it could go wrong, but I'm sure players around the world, amateurs, pros, even complete novices like yourself, Jason.
You didn't even need to finish it. I knew it was coming.
You can always overhit that shot. So now he's left with a super thin one, but problem being is in pocketing this 7, you can't hold the cue ball, so he's going to have to go twice up and down, and that is really thin. I don't even know if it's on. Could play safe, but also could play a bank into left middle. Not easy as well. At least the bank in the left middle, the cue ball would go down. He's playing safe. He's going to lock the cue ball on top rail and send the 7 off 2 rails towards the 9.
He left that cue ball on the shot before in the one spot where he couldn't get out. Anywhere else, not on the top rail, he's out.
So is there a bank, jacked up, fire cue ball into rail? Possibly an option. Yeah. Safety really difficult there, so I think you've got to attack the table.
9, maybe. 9.
He's tried them both, and to be fair, he's been a bit unlucky because you couldn't really get any closer with both attempts. Even though he missed them both, he hit it kind of as good as you can hit it without making them, because 9 ball nearly went, and so did the 7. And where they've landed, he's left an easy carom. So the tide's turned a little bit. Skyler's still playing good though. If anything, it's Carlo making the mistakes. But he showed patience, could have easily fired at a crazy bank shot on the 7, so it's 4-4.
Yeah, somehow it's 4-4. Back on serve. Skyler about to break this one. Still have to win by 2, don't forget. Race to 7, but you have to win by 2.
Skyler there, sporting a funky haircut for this event.
Big USA flag, it might be his Moscone Cup shirt.
don't think that's the Moscone shirt, no.
He just wears that kind of shirt?
That's obviously
with his name on the back?
Yeah, it must be his own branded shirt. I'm sure you can buy that shirt if you would like. Breaking well though, he's Skyler, so has to be said, he's not had much fortune after the break though. He's not really landing on the ball, is he? He always seems to be faced with a safety shot. Wing ball in heart of corner pocket. Has he got a shot at long last? He has. He's found it at long last. He gets rewarded for consistently breaking well in rack number 9.
He parked the cue ball, only moved like an inch, nothing. Got an excellent chance here.
These are sitting pretty good, as often I like to do in the booth. I like to look where there's a possible mistake. I like to commentate for the amateurs out there. That's what I'm here for. That's my aim. That's what I'm going to do in the box.
5 to the 6.
Yeah, you've got to make sure you get into this. You don't want to underdo it, so you're left with a thin one. Straight in this instance is not end of the world, even though he would love an angle because of where the 7 is. But again, no, he's still all right, because even if you land low in it, oh, he's got into that lovely. Hit that probably too good. Hopefully he can just stun this ball in the side now and hold. If he's got too much angle. Timing's key here, just to kill that cue ball. Yep, well done. So at long last, he gets a shot on the 1 ball, and he clears the table. So 5-4.
First break and run of the match by either player. Biado finally made a ball on his last break. Let's see if he can make another one here. Packed house here now, looking around.
Yeah, there's not many seats left here in Griff's Billiards, but there's still a few, so come on down. It's just $20 a day. Fantastic value. You get to see the world's best players. We have, the next session will be 6 p.m.
That will be Naoyuki Oi versus James Aranis, Dodong Diamond. Excellent match. And I see James Aranis. He's in a front row watching Shane Van Boning play on the table next to us. Someone's winning 5-4 in that match, not sure who.
Ko Ping Yi lost in the last round. Carlo found the wing ball at long last.
Yeah.
No shot on the 1 ball though. Safety shot. Can he play off this thin and avoid contact on the 2 ball? Maybe with a bit of right spin he can. May even elect to try and get this 1 ball over towards the Andy Cloth logo. That way the 8 and the green 6 come into play. Daisy Clenty Catchy in the background. Also Yang Shin-shun. He's playing Darren Appleton. So he's kicking at this ball while he's looking. Daisy, look at these Cyclop Hyperion balls, usually circle around the number, but some kind of octagon.
Kicking's dangerous here.
Kicking's very dangerous because I don't know if you can get into it enough without both balls popping out. So he's playing thin safe. All depends on this 2-ball. He needs to miss this 2-ball if he's trying to get the cue ball down table. Overhit the 1-ball, but the 4-ball and pace of the cue ball is lovely, so he'll take that. Spinning round the 4 to kick behind this 1-ball. Hit this real good. As you could see, cue ball stopped dead straight away. That was intended. Whenever you're playing that type of shot, distance is key.
He's lucky that 1-ball didn't go another inch or two. He might have left the 1-9 billiard on or combo.
Then he would have been unlucky.
Well, I don't know. He didn't really get. Yeah. He was never going to hook him there if that cue ball stopped there. That 1 was going to show its face.
I think sometimes in 9-ball you just face to leave distance.
Yeah.
At least when you leave distance, even if you leave a pot on, you're going to miss some long pots, aren't you?
You might.
And again, very difficult to see an obvious safety shot. Obviously, if he chips off the right-hand side of this 1-ball, as we're looking at the screen, you would think the 1-ball's going down towards this corner, wouldn't you? So, well, let's see what he's doing here. I think what he's trying to do is bump the 1-ball off 2 rails into this path of the 4-ball, where cue ball was on Skyler's shot.
Oh, he's going for it.
Wow.
Oh, we didn't know that went either.
That was thin. What a pot that was.
Playing safe here. Tuck up behind there.
Great pot on the 1-ball has given him the initiative. Not difficult to hit this 2-ball. Jump cue, you would definitely make contact with the 2. Cue ball probably trying to get it up behind the green 6 where the Andy logo sign is. He'd love to get him behind there, wouldn't he? 2-ball would come down table. Again, not sure if there's a jump bank on. Can't really get on the 3-ball, so he's probably not going to try that one. Just wants to hit top side of the 2, doesn't he? Kind of like that. And just hopefully leave distance. And he's left the pot, hasn't he? He didn't quite get the cue ball where he wanted, but we could see what he was attempting.
It's a big shot for Carlo. He missed a 2-ball earlier. Has to make this, you would say. Don't want to go down 6-4.
Distance is key. Sometimes you miss these long balls. Let's see.
Nice.
Not this time. Cued it well, didn't he?
He's got the 3-ball here. Purple 4 up in a corner, follow forward for the 6 and the 6, 7, 8 all near each other.
Just get this feeling, the viewers at home and ourselves. This TV table deserves a 9-9 sudden death rack.
He's drawing back, actually, I think.
This looks pretty good. Pace control to perfection. Again, you'll probably see Carlo using left rail before the middle with loads of right-hand spin. That will pull the cue ball all the way back up for the green 6.
You call it there, Carl. Oh, nice Nice angle. Pop out naturally for the 7 in the same pocket. He likes hitting everything with bottom.
As we thought in this match, nothing's really going to separate them. And they're holding this up. Perfect on the 9. This is for 5-5.
5-5. Back on serve. They have to win by 2. So even though in that little middle there it says 7, it is race of 7, but win by 2. If it gets to 9-9, then we play 1 sudden death game.
We are here in Las Vegas at Griff's Billiard Room. It's 2019 for anyone who didn't know.
See Suke and Thurston next to us there watching it, intently watching this.
It's the WPA Players Championships. Skyler to break. Wing ball.
Cue ball.
Flies in. Where's the cue ball going?
Cue ball. Oh, this could be very costly, Carl.
That is a pool player's worst nightmare. You make a good break and a random ball just kicks it in the pocket from nowhere. That is a killer.
How does matches turn around all of a sudden? One, 2, and 3 ball on each other, and the 5. 6 to the 7, maybe. Looking for any kind of difficulty, but there isn't one really for a man of his ability. Yeah, I'll say 6 to the 7, and then get straightish on the 7 to get on the 8. Should be a good night.
Also, it will be Carlo's break, so he knows the importance of knocking these balls in, doesn't he? Judged pace there, very nice. Key shot is to make sure you've got an angle on this 6, because no angle means you're forcing the issue to get over left-hand side of the table. This shot becomes a little bit more difficult because he's using the bridge. Obviously not the pot, as he rattles the 5 in. But he's landed pretty good there.
Shot 6 to the 7 I was mentioning earlier.
Has to really get into the cue ball now if he wants to play it past the middle. If not, he can play it with loads of left, spinning the cue ball round 3 rails, possibly using the 4th. As we see, 1, 2, 3, coming over onto your 4th rail. Doesn't want to be straight. Any angle, he will be happy. Spinning this ball round again off 2. Nice shot.
go Carlo Biado on the hill, 6-5, and his break coming up. Woodward unlucky, got kicked in. Gave Biado ball in hand with a fairly wide open table, you would say there. Woodward looking sharp the whole match. A couple of careless safeties, and everything's changed. It's a WPA event. We're lucky to have a couple of the key men in the WPA here. The president, Mr. Ian Anderson from Sydney, Australia, is here. I was talking to him, lovely guy. In his spare time, he likes fly fishing, stamp collecting, and he's also very fond of watching the TV show Home and Away. Mr. Ishan Singh, sports director, lovely guy as well, from Johannesburg, South Africa. In his spare time, he likes playing Magic the Gathering, likes hiking, and he's an avid bird watcher. Here, let's see how Biado does here. Park the cue ball. Can he do it again?
Would be very unfortunate.
Cue ball, was it? Oh, it got kicked out.
I was just about to say, very unfortunate if Skyler Woodward doesn't get back to the table. I mean, for me, he's been the best player in this match. Carlo's made mistakes. And look at the split. What do you do? Skyler Woodward come with his A game. He played great safeties. Made the shots, but Lady Luck just wasn't on his side. And he needs a huge mistake, doesn't he, from Carlo, you feel?
Yeah.
Key shot coming up. If he gets on this 4-ball good, you would think it's over.
Thinking back, I don't know if Skyler Woodward even missed a ball. He just made some safety mistakes, a couple near the end. They weren't lock-up safeties.
I think when you look back, 5-5, very unfortunate to get a random ball kicking the cue ball in, and obviously if Carlo takes this rack, he's not had a shot, has he? And I'm just looking through our booth window, and Skyler's just sat there a bit dejected, shaking his head as if to say, what are you got to do, man? But you never know. You just never know. Crazy things happen on a 9x5 American pool table.
Also on a 9x4.5.
Or a 12x6 or a 7x1.
Well, like you're saying, though, this is a key show. He gets on this 5. It's looking like it could be all over.
Yeah, he's got to kill this striking down, because I think the 5 only goes.
I hit that nice, didn't he?
Hit it real pure. Shen Van Boning's playing on the table just to the left. He's currently sat down.
Somebody's up 6-5. The opponent's shooting.
Oh, he's not playing, he's watching.
Oh.
Actually, I do apologise.
Oh. Meanwhile, Biado's on 5-ball here. Lifted his head up, still made the ball. He's got to slow down.
These remaining 4 balls will put the former world 9-ball champion into the next round. Next round of this Players Championships is tomorrow. And unluckily for Skyler, there is no consolation tournament for him, so it will be preparation for next week's US Open. But he's playing good. Just things have not gone his way in this match. But I think he's played really good.
Yeah, the loser of this match is out, gets $400. The winner is guaranteed at least $1,500, plus they could still go and win a tournament. So this was a minimum of $1,100 match they were playing a race to 7 for here. Wow. Straight on this 8, maybe.
Yeah, he's landed at 2 straight, hasn't he? So got to judge this. It's asking a lot for this to go wrong though, but you never know. If cue ball lands on rail, you may miss this 1 in 100.
Seems very similar to the missed Paggy Lyon shot in the World Pool Masters a couple of years ago.
So that 9 ball puts Carlo Biado through to tomorrow. Unluckily for Skyler Woodward, it's been a pleasure. My name's Carl Boys, and I'd like to thank my co-commentator, the Kiwi King, Mr. Jason Kane.
The Philippines' Carlo Biado through to the final 16 here at the WPA Players Championship with a very crafty win, 7-5 over the USA's Skyler Woodward. And congratulations, Carlo. And what do you think was the difference in that match?
In that match, I got lucky, you know, because the 1 ball, I hit the 1 ball. I need to save, but I made the 1 ball. That's why I get a chance to save the 2 ball. Then I get lucky in that game.
You know, we always know, Filipinos always say, just like Efren, I get lucky. But in that case, it was true.
Yeah. So I need to focus in my next match, maybe tomorrow. So I need to practice the break. You know, it's not this game. It's not easy. You know, anybody can win because it's a race to 7. You know, anybody can win. So good luck to all the players.
Yeah. It's a lot different than that race to 100 you had with Dennis a few weeks ago, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a tough match for me.
So let's look forward to the U.S. Open. And what is your best finish in the U.S. Open?
My best finish in U.S. Open is plus 24. Yeah.
So obviously you're expecting a much better finish this time around.
I hope I will do my best in the tournament because for me all of the tournament is tough. But you know, this U.S. Open in Mandalay Bay, for me this is the toughest tournament of all.
You're one of the toughest players in the world, so we're sure you're going to do well. Carlo Biado through to the final 16. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Ted.